It's Mazzy. And so, after that wonderful trip to San Francisco, decided as I'm driving, I was in the car so long. I'm in Portland, Oregon. I'm staying here 2 nights and then heading back, just 3 hours from Portland to Seattle. But I decided to day and a half hit most of the record stores I know. Now, there's always someone out there, you, probably this guy over here, is gonna say, you missed Little Axe. I did. You missed Everyday Music. I did. I went to about, 5 record stores. You'll see them in the video. This is Christmas week. We're in the middle of, or second day of Hanukkah. So record stores were packed that were open, some more than others. Because this is the time to give the gift of music. One store, unfortunately, was closed. I don't know, you're closed Mondays and Tuesdays, but come on, it's Christmas week. But that's just my take on it. So, hope you enjoyed this little off-road after San Francisco stopover in Portland, Oregon. Keep Portland weird, as they say. It's a lovely place, and there's some snow in Seattle, so it's good I spent a couple extra days because it's going to stop snowing and I'll be able to drive safer 3 hours back home. So enjoy this little excursion into some, not all, some of the record stores in Portlandia. I want to support local businesses and pick up a lot of Hanukkah and Christmas presents for all my friends and my family, people who like vinyl. Instead of ordering from Amazon and those things, I want to support locals. This is the second day of Hanukkah. We're in the midst of that, and Christmas is this weekend. So all the stores are probably just packed to the brim with records. So here we are. I haven't been to this store before. This is called Too Many Records. Closed on Mondays and Tuesdays. You'd think Christmas week you'd be open to try to get some business. So thank you for joining me on a little jaunt of just a small segment of Portlandia record stores, Portland, Oregon, the great Pacific Northwest. And if you've ever watched Portlandia, it's exactly exactly that in some cases. But let me just give you a little overview of the record stores I went to, and I think this is in order. Don't sue me if I'm wrong here. So, first was Mississippi Records, just off of Mississippi, I think, in Portland. And that's a cool store. I've been there before. I bought some things. I bought a grouper record there. I bought a Analog Africa record that I didn't have, and I thought it was out of print, so that's great that I picked that up. They have a lot of they have some hip hop stuff. They have some cool blues, some good world music, international music, some esoteric stuff, some very edgy stuff as well. Of course, some rock and roll and everything else, but they do some really cool stuff. It's a well curated, segmented store, but I really enjoy it. Then I went to Godda Da Vinyl. Look, that's kind of like Close Encounters of the Vinyl type kind of name. When they take some name and they do a little hybrid, kooky pants name, and that was in sort of a little like almost. It basically looks like a closet, and that is in a sandwich shop. I didn't buy any records there. I did buy a great pastrami, what do you call it? Pastrami and one of those sandwiches, kind of deli sandwiches. It was really good, actually. The sandwich was better than the vinyl there. Then I went to Tomorrow Records. I've been at Tomorrow many times. It's a cool store. I did get some cool old TV vintage stuff. If you saw in the video, I did get the '77 Sunset Strip soundtrack, Warner Brothers record mono. Looked pristine. The cover is a little ding, but kooky, lend me your comb. That is such a cool show. That's my generation detective. '77 Sunset Strip, sort of a private eye TV show in the '60s. And then I picked up from them the soundtrack to Mannix, their TV show by Lalo Schifrin. Maybe I'll show these records when I get home. Jackpot Records. They have their own label. They're on Hawthorne Street, that area of Portland. They have some cool stuff. A lot of stuff that I wasn't interested in. Too much new stuff, not good for used. They do curate their own label, some of which are mastered by Kevin Gray. I think they did a Dr. John record a while back. It's an okay store, not one of my personal favorites. Not for me. I'm in the wrong audience, I think, for that store. Music Millennium is always great to visit. Now, I don't see them as a great used store, but that is the store in Portland if you want new records. Like, they have tons of every copy, new records, pretty deep, pretty much everything in print, at least in this country. I didn't notice some imports. Their used stuff is okay. A lot of CDs, a lot of tchotchkes, candles, what are those kind of religious candles? Like not just the Pope, but they have Kurt Cobain, Jimi Hendrix, things like that. So you can get your candle action at Millennium Music. Great record store. It's been there since 1969. And then, Crossroads. Crossroads Records is a large store there that you saw towards the end. It's basically the equivalent of an antique mall of record stores. So their various vendors have their segments. You take it up and they're all coded and they ring. One person rings you out. But there's a lot of stuff there. Take your time to dig there because there's crap, but there's a lot of cool stuff. And so Crossroads is basically like your antique mall where all the vendors participate. Lastly, and at the beginning, I went to Too Many Records. I think that guy has a YouTube channel, as I understand it. I don't know the guy. He has a record store. They're open like 3 to 8 on 5 days a week. I was a little disappointed they were closed, so I didn't get to go there. And I don't know the guy, and I don't know the store, but Christmas week, Hanukkah week, you should be open. I don't know, so I can't really judge the quality of the store. but I did include it because I went there. I took the time, and that's out of the way for all these others. Anyway, that's the end of the road, and heading back to Seattle. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Cheers. Mazzy loves you. He does.